let's talk about some safe places that you can sleep inside of your car. Let's get straight into the video. Here in Florida, and in your area might be different, but we have Wawa and we have Racetrack. Those two gas stations, they literally are open 24/7 down here, and you can just go use their bathroom, you get something to drink. Like, they have a lot of stuff in there. They have warm food and they have solid food, like a snack you can go ahead and grab. And all you got to do is go to any of those two gas stations, go all the way in the back, park your car, you know, put up your blinders so you darken out your car, no one can see inside, and you're able to sleep at them. Now, I actually have a personal friend in real life who actually does that. He goes to about 5 different Wawas and he rotate them without the week, because his job, he sometimes go up north and sometimes he go down south. So he'll just sleep in between those Wawas and no one will really bother him. Racetrack is the same thing. The only problem with Racetrack, for a lot of you, you probably won't like this, is there are usually cops there. So, you know, cops are getting donuts, or they're going to get some coffee, or they're just going to fill up their gas tank, and they'll just be chilling there sometime. Like, I'll be seeing 2 or 3 of them, you know, posted up, and you might not like that at all. So just go for any gas station that you're at in your local area. You might have, you know, different brands out there, and you can use those 24-hour gas stations. The number one tip I'm going to tell you is park in the back, be quiet, you know, be very respectful, and do not leave your trash anywhere, because you don't want to disrespect the place, you don't want to disrespect the area, and you don't want to mess it up for other people, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people living in their vehicles, you know, chilling inside of their car, trying to get a nice little good sleep. So you don't want to be that person who ruins it for all. Now, the second place is Cracker Barrel. I've seen a lot of people, especially on Reddit and even online just in general, they say Cracker Barrel will allow you to go ahead and sleep inside of their parking lot overnight. I don't know if your Cracker Barrel allows that. I never personally tried it. I don't know no one in real life who have tried it in my life, but if you have a Cracker Barrel in your area and you want to definitely go ahead and give it a shot, a lot of people say the staff don't care. They, you know, like I said, park in the back, just be very quiet, be very respectful. If somebody does come out and tell you, hey, you have to move in overnight parking, just do it. Don't even argue with them, because the fact that this establishment, Cracker Barrel, actually has the reputation of letting people stay is actually a very good gesture towards people who live inside of their vehicles. Be very, very cautious about doing this. If your vehicle cannot make it, do not go on it. But I'm going to talk about rest areas on the highway. There's a lot of rest stops, a lot of truck stops, and they're usually on the highway. Just be very careful. I know some people cars can make it and some people cars cannot make it. You do not want to get stranded on the highway. You know, a lot of cars passing by is very dangerous. A lot of people, unfortunately, have lost their life on the highway. So if you can make it, I would go to the nearest one. So what I mean by that, let's say you go on whatever highway you're at, you want to make sure it's the closest as possible to the exit. So if it's only 2-3 miles and you think you can make it, go to that rest area and you can go sleep there for the night. But if you know your car cannot make, you know, 5-10 mile drive on the highway going 70 miles per hour, don't even take the chance. That's why I'm giving you multiple options in this video, so you can choose different spots for you for your safety. Because remember, everyone is not in the same vehicle. Everyone doesn't have a little Prius, everyone is not driving a semi, and everyone's not living in a Sprinter van. We all got different vehicles, and our vehicles all have different maneuvers to it. Some of us can go 70 miles per hour, some of us can only go to 40 miles per hour. Now, the next one, you want to be very careful. A lot of people won't say it's ethical, some people say it is ethical, but you want to go at hospital parking lots all the way in the back, or if you have the parking garage, you want to go all the way at the top, and you want to be out of people's way. The reason is you really want people who are actually sick to be closest to the hospital door as much as possible. So just try to get as far away as possible and try to get a good night's sleep in the hospital. Now, a lot of security guards will come through the parking lot and they will do the rounds, you know, looking at vehicles, inspection and stuff like that. So if they do tell you to move, go ahead and move, because you don't want to get in trouble with the hospital, you don't want to argue with a security guard, and you're just trying to get a good night's sleep. So just listen to the rules, get out the way, and everything will be fine. You have different spots in this video that you can go ahead and use if your local hospital or 24-hour clinic or whatever area, medical area you want to use is telling you to leave. Now, I want you to take this other one with a grain of salt. I'm not on the West Coast, but I heard it's about $80 to $120 per year for BLM land for the pass. So basically, if you get this pass for BLM land, you can go ahead and camp there on their grounds. And like I said, you have to be very aware. I'm on the East Coast. On the West Coast, I know there's a lot of land, there's a lot of camping, and it's more acceptable. So for anyone on the East Coast who's watching this, you know, if you do want to search up BLM land pass in your area, just trying to, you know, get a ticket. And if you are traveling west, that would be the best option. This is if you want to be in a safe environment. But like I said, I'm trying to keep it as cheap as possible or even free. So $80 to $120 a year. It may not sound like a lot, but if you're on a budget, it can definitely be a lot. So if you do not want to pay the pass for the BLM land to camp on their ground sites you definitely want to go ahead and just boondock. If you can find like other wood areas that you can just chill at and be safe and go ahead and get a night's sleep. Now, for all my college students out there, you can go ahead and sleep at your local community college. In my college, I cannot do that, and the reason being is the security, they go around on their golf carts and they definitely look, so you don't want to be caught in the wrong college campus. But there are some college campuses out there, because I have watched a documentary in California where the school allowed, I think it was like 13 kids, or like it was like 10 or 13 kids to live inside their vehicle on the college parking lot, and they did not care. So like I said, everywhere is not the same. Here in Florida, well, Central Florida, it's not legal to do it. A lot of people, will get in trouble if you try to do it at the colleges down here. But if you're in different areas, it might work for you. So if you could do it and trying to be sneaky, because hey, some of us, unfortunately, are not in good situations. If you can sleep for free and safe at your community college and find a good hiding spot, or two, I would recommend having two and rotate them throughout the week. Definitely go ahead and do that. And if you get caught, explain your situation, and I'm pretty sure security and the principal and whoever else is there, they will definitely try to go ahead and work something out with you and either give you resources or just let you sit there and have that spot and won't bother you no more. Now, here's another spot, and it really depends on where you work. So if you work the night shift, you could sleep at your work job. For example, there's a lot of dudes who work at the warehouse and they're working the late night shift. So they're working from 8 o'clock to, let's just say, 4 in the morning, or they're working from 10 o'clock to 8 in the morning. And you know what I mean? So if you could definitely go ahead and try to sleep at your workplace, it really works for the night shift, because no one's going to tell you to move. They know you work there. If you have the pass, or you have the helmet, or you have the vest, put it inside of your vehicle on the dashboard, and they'll be like, oh, that's just another worker. So definitely go ahead and take that to full advantage. If you do live inside of your vehicle, if you can switch to night shift, go ahead and just bang it out. I know sometimes night shift is not the best, but you can sleep there during the night peacefully, wake up in the morning, do your thing out the day, and then just come back to that spot when you got to go ahead and go to work. And you're going to save a lot of money that way, especially if you have a good paying job making $25 and plus. It's definitely a good start, but it could be very hard for some people. Now, here's another one. Everyone kind of know about this, but I'm going to tell you definitely to go ahead and do this during the day only. Do not try to do it at night. Is the beach. You can definitely go to the beach in your van, in your car, whatever, and you can stay there. Literally, beaches will open up, let's just say 7 o'clock in the morning, and most beaches don't close down until like 5 or 6 at night. So at least in my area. So if you want to just go to the beach, if you can just sleep there from about 7 to 5 or whenever, however you sleep. If you get 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, it's all up to you. Definitely go ahead and do that and just lay down and just relax. No one's really going to bother you, because everyone's going to the beach. Let's say it's a Friday and it's only 2 p.m. People are going to the beach to go swim, to go relax. You got retired people out there, so no one's really going to bother you. Now, if you go to the beach at night, you might have security, you might have police, or you might just have other random people trying to bother you, and it's just all bad. So only sleep at the beach during the day, because that's the best time. Plus, think about it, it's a free shower. You get to go and take a little bath over there. Now, everybody and their mother know about this, but Planet Fitness. Now I'm going to tell you my Planet Fitness in my area. Tuesday through Thursday, it is 24 hours. So if you go from Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, you could literally just be in the parking lot all day, every day. They will not care from Tuesday to Thursday. Now, Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's when they have, 7 to 7 or 10 to 10. So if you have a Planet Fitness membership, or you don't even need one if you don't want to, you can literally go on to Planet Fitness and chill in their parking lot. They would not care. Like I said, park in the back, that's the method, and just have other cars block you so you're all the way in the back, you're not being messed with. If you need to, move your car in a different position, a different parking lot, so it doesn't look like your car's just standing there, and people not gonna, you don't want people to get suspicious, like, why that car been there for 3 days in a row? You know what I mean? And the last place I have for you are churches. Now, if you go to church, or if you have a friend that go to church, you could definitely go ahead and ask that church for permission to use their parking lot. But I have seen a lot of people, on social media formats and even on Reddit, they said, hey, I have slept at a church and no one bothered me. No police bothered me. The church didn't bother me. And they made sure they left before service starts. So let's say service started at 8 o'clock. They left that church by 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you could definitely go ahead and talk to your friend. You could talk to your family members or whoever that go to church and just ask them, hey, tell them them your situation. Can you sleep at the church? And 9 times out of 10, they should say yes. If they say no, it is what it is. You have many other churches out there. You know, most small towns, everyone at least have 3 churches in most small town. And it's all up to you if you want to go to church. I definitely would tell you to go to church. You know, you'll definitely get more help that way if you are living in your vehicle and you don't want to live in your vehicle. But hey, it's your life. It's all up to you. I'm not here to force nobody. But yeah, please let me know, what are some places that you sleep inside of your vehicle? And you don't have to tell the exact location. You don't even have to tell the state. What are just some places that you're like, I think that was a pretty good area? And just to throw in an honorable mention right now, I think a library, especially during the day, I mean, why would a librarian come out and mess with you? You know what I mean? So if the library is open from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 p.m., there you go. If you live inside of your vehicle and you have free time and you just want to go ahead and get some sleep, I think you should go in front of the library, do the method, park in the back, and go ahead and go sleep. That's how I personally feel. But let me know, what area do you like the most, or what are your top, what is the area that people should not go to in park? So please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, I love you. I appreciate you. This is what the community is about. Shout out to all of you just sticking by. Jesus Christ love you. I love you. Stay humble, stay positive. Please be safe out there, and peace out.